everyone, welcome back to GK Today. I am Sana and in this video we'll cover the current affairs. Before we move ahead, let me inform you that these questions are part of our daily 20 MCQ series 2022 in the GK Today's Android application. So if you are looking for the text version of these questions and their explanations along with the interactive quiz, you may consider joining our daily 20 MCQ series in the GK Today Android application. In this course in app, you get daily 20 MCQs, a fortnightly quiz, a monthly revision document, and also category-wise revision e-books that are optimized for reading on mobile. You are also able to access all archives of questions from January 2020 onwards. And let me tell you one more thing. If you want the Hindi version of this session, you can refer to our former channel named as GK Today. The link has been given in the description box from where you can reach to. So without taking much of your time, let's get started. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 10th and 11th of April 2022. Let's start. What is the theme of the World Health Day in 2022? So 7th of April is observed as World Health Day to celebrate the creation of World Health Organization in the year 1948 in the First Health Assembly. So WHO leads the celebration to discuss health related issues and to draw attention to the specific health issues. Okay, and the theme for this year is Our Planet, Our Health. Fine. Now in the next slide we'll discuss about some of the important days and themes. When is the World Homeopathy Day observed every year? So this day is observed on 10th of April and it is celebrated to pay tribute to the homeopathy and its contribution in the world of medicine. And the theme for this year is People's Choice for Wellness. Okay. When is the International Day of Conscience observed? It is observed on 5th of April and this day serves to remind people to self-reflect and follow their conscience and do the right things. Okay. What is the theme of the World Health Day in 2022? Just we have discussed that we celebrate this day on 7th of April to discuss about the health related issues and to draw attention to specific health issues concerning people across the world. And the theme is Our Planet, Our Health. What is the theme of the National Maritime Day 2022? It is celebrated on 5th of April and the theme for this year is Sustainable Shipping Beyond COVID-19. Okay, and this day is observed to honor those people who made important contribution to the Indian maritime industry. Right? When is the International Day for Mine Awareness observed annually? It is observed on 4th of April. And last question is, what is the theme of the World Autism Awareness Day 2022? It is observed on 2nd of April and the theme for this year is Inclusion in the Workplace. Fine. You have to tell me when do we observe National Science Day and what was the theme for the year 2022. Do let me know in the comments. Next question. Which institution released the Braving the Storms East Asia and Pacific Economic Update report? So this report has been released by World Bank recently and as per the report there are 3 risks for the region. First is financial tightening in the US. Second is structural slowdown in China. And third is war that is going on in Ukraine. So April 2022 issue of the report suggests bold reforms to avoid the risk and grasp the opportunities. Fine. Only thing you can be asked from this report is the report has been released by World Bank. Okay. Now in the next slide we'll see some of the important reports. Which organization released the Global Wind Report 2022? So Global Wind Energy Council has released its flagship Global Wind Report and the report says that 93.6 gigawatts of capacity was installed last year, which is a little less than 95.3 gigawatt that was installed in 2020. So as per this report, the decline in onshore installations was driven by the world's two largest wind power markets, which are these China and the US. And also the report called for a significant rise in global wind energy capacity. Fine. So answer is Global Wind Energy Council. As per a recent report, which country has the lowest rate of insurance penetration across India? So correct answer is India. And this was a report from environmental platform named as Climate Trend. So basically Indian insurance companies were among the worst performers for the quality of their disclosures, as 3/4 of the claimed amount during the cyclone Amphan was not paid. Next is, which country saw a rise in illegal online trade of wildlife as per a recent report by the World Wildlife Fund? This country is Myanmar. Which institution releases the State of the World Population Report? Answer is UNFPA. Full form is United Nations Fund for Population Activities. And in this particular report, they talked about why the population is increasing at so much rate. So two reasons that they told is lack of awareness regarding safe and modern methods of contraception, and second reason was rise in unintended pregnancies. Okay. Which Indian city has been ranked second most noise polluted city globally as per the United Nations Environment Programme Annual Frontier Report 2022? So the second most noise polluted city in whole world is Muradabad from Uttar Pradesh. And which is the top most noise polluted city? It is Dhaka from Bangladesh. Second is Muradabad and third is Islamabad from Pakistan. Okay. Headquarters of UNEP lies in Nairobi in Kenya. Last question is, what is the India's global ranking in terms of billionaire population according to the Knight Frank's The Wealth Report 2022? So in this term, India has been ranked at third place. The first country that has most number of billionaires is USA. Second is China. Okay. And talking within India itself, the city that has most number of billionaires is Bengaluru. Then second is Delhi and third is Mumbai. Right. Next question. The One Health framework has been launched as a pilot project in which state? So Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying has launched a pilot project in the state of Uttarakhand to implement the One Health framework by One Health Support Unit. And the key objective of the unit is to develop a national One Health roadmap, which is based on the learnings of the pilot project implementation. Okay. So Interministerial One Health Committee under the chairmanship of Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India has been established to lead the implementation of this One Health Support Unit. Okay. So answer is Uttarakhand. Now let's see some of the important states that were in news. As per the recent study of CEEW, which state had the highest number of forest fire incidents in the last 2 decades? Answer is Mizoram. Which is the first state or union territory to include e-cycles in its electric vehicle policy? We have talked about it that Delhi is working a lot in the field of electric vehicle sector. So correct answer is New Delhi. Mission School of Excellence project is implemented by which Indian state? This is a project from Gujarat. Which of the following states or union territories government has started a program named as Mana Basti, Mana Badi to strengthen the government school? It is from the state Telangana. School Chalo Abhiyan is an initiative of which Indian state? It is an initiative of Uttar Pradesh. As per the latest data of the Center for Monitoring Indian Economy, which state has the lowest unemployment rate in the country? So it has been found that Chhattisgarh has the lowest unemployment rate in India. Which state government formed a panel to frame the state education policy? So state education policy would be implemented in the state of Tamil Nadu soon. Okay. Next question. International Monetary Fund has lauded which Indian scheme for preventing extreme poverty? So in a recent report, the International Monetary Fund has appreciated Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana, and it highlighted that the program provided insurance to the poor and prevented an increase in the prevalence of extreme poverty in the country. So without any food subsidy, extreme poverty in the pandemic would have increased by 1.05%. Okay. Now coming to the question slide. Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs approved the distribution of fortified rice across government schemes by which year? So this will be continued till 2024. Which union ministry oversees the Stand Up India scheme? It is from Ministry of Finance. Which ministry launched the international Udan scheme? Udan stands for Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik. So very obvious answer, Ministry of Civil Aviation. What is the interest rate of the Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana scheme as of March 2022? So once again the rate is fixed, it is 7.6%, and under this parents can open accounts for their 2 daughters. Okay, and it is an initiative under Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Desh Ke Mentor is a new scheme announced by which Indian state? It is a scheme from New Delhi, and this is a kind of career counseling scheme. Okay, so in this every student will be provided a mentor for their career counseling. Which country has recently abolished its controversial golden passport scheme? So actually European Commission has repeatedly called for the abolition of this golden passport scheme because they create an incentive for corruption and money laundering. Okay, this country is Bulgaria. Fine. Next question. Space Launch System is a flagship rocket of which country? So US Space Agency NASA has started the testing of its giant flagship Space Launch System rocket, and also it is known as the wet dress rehearsal, as liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen will be loaded into the rocket. So this 322-foot rocket is expected to be the most powerful in the space history when it becomes operational. Okay. Now let's see some of the important space related current affairs. Which space agency has recently launched a rocket carrying 48 Starlink internet satellites and 2 Black Sky satellites? So it has been launched by SpaceX. Dhawan First, India's first privately developed fully cryogenic rocket engine, was developed by which company? So you have to remember that which is the India's first privately developed fully cryogenic rocket engine. It is Dhawan 1, name is important, and it has been launched and developed by Skyroot Aerospace. Which country has recently deployed Pinaka and Smerch multiple rocket launcher system? Answer is DRDO, means the country is India. Nuri is the first homegrown rocket launched recently by which country? It is a rocket of South Korea. Actor William Shatner, who became the oldest person ever in space, traveled aboard the rocket ship of which agency? Again you have to remember the name because he is the oldest person to travel in space, and the space agency name is Blue Origin. Can you tell me which is the first country in the world that has planned to make a movie in space? Do let me know in the comments. Which country has conducted a successful test flight of Fateh-1 guided multi-launch rocket system? Fateh-1 belongs to Pakistan. And do remember that the first railway-borne missile has been tested by North Korea recently. Fine. Next question. Which is the host country of COP28 Climate Summit 2023? So UAE has been selected as the host country of COP28 Climate Summit, and UN Climate Summit is to held at Abu Dhabi. So Abu Dhabi announced that it would start banning single-use plastic bags from June, and it plans to completely get rid of single-use styrofoam cups, plates and food containers by 2024. And also UAE has declared that it aims to achieve the carbon neutrality by the year 2050. Fine. Can you tell me which country is the host for COP27 Climate Summit in 2022? Do let me know in the comments. Now talking about some of the important hosts, which city is the host of Khelo India University Games 2021? Answer is Bangalore, and this is the second edition of this game. The first edition was hosted by Odisha, and for this event the mascot that has been selected is Veera, which is an elephant. Which city is the host of the Convention on Biological Diversity in 2022? The host for this event is Geneva in Switzerland. Which country is the host of 5th BIMSTEC Summit in 2022? Answer is Sri Lanka, and you have to tell me which are the member countries under BIMSTEC. Which city is the host of Mega International Summit on MSMEs 2022? Answer is New Delhi. Which city is the host of Wings India 2022 conference? This conference was recently hosted by Hyderabad. Which city is the host of International Geological Congress session of 2022? Answer is New Delhi. Okay. Next question. Which Indian public sector bank launched its digital transformation project called Sambhav? So Union Bank of India has recently launched its super application called Union Next and digital transformation project called Sambhav. So this project has been launched with an investment outlay of around 1000 crore rupees for the financial year 2022 to 23. And a banking super application combines several services such as payment, online shopping, bill payment, recharges, investment, loan and fund transfer on a single platform. Fine. Now, talking about some of the important bank related current affairs. What is the expansion of the SDF introduced by the Reserve Bank of India? First of all, what is SDF? It is a tool of Reserve Bank of India to control inflation and absorb the excess liquidity. And the full form of SDF is Standing Deposit Facility. Okay. Which is the largest private sector bank of India by assets as of 2022? It is HDFC Bank. Do remember that HDFC Bank has been declared the best private bank of India at the Global Banking Awards 2021. And also HDFC Bank is to merge with HDFC Limited. Now, which bank acquired the Indian consumer banking businesses of Citibank? It is Axis Bank, and it has been declared as the Asian Bank of the Year at IFR Asia Awards 2021, right? Do remember that two banks have been recently penalized by Reserve Bank of India because they do not comply with the KYC standard. Which are these two banks? First is the Axis Bank itself and second is IDBI Bank. Both of these banks have been fined with 93 lakh rupees each. Okay. Varnika Inc. manufacturing unit of Bharti Reserve Bank Note Mudran Private Limited has been inaugurated in which city? It has been recently inaugurated in Mysore. In which city has the RBI cancelled the license of People's Cooperative Bank Limited? So the license of this bank has been cancelled now in the city of Kanpur because of insufficient fund. Fine. Next question. Khanjar is a joint special forces exercise held between India and which other country? So India and Kyrgyzstan carried out a 2-week-long joint special forces exercise in reflection of the growing defense ties between the two countries. And this exercise held at Baklo in Himachal Pradesh. So combat shooting, sniping, survival in mountains, hostage rescue and unarmed combat were practiced during this exercise. Okay. Only thing you have to remember is Khanjar is the exercise between India and Kyrgyzstan and it recently took place in Baklo in the state of Himachal Pradesh. Fine. Now coming to the question slide. Suraksha Kavach 2 is a joint security exercise organized by Indian Army and which other state? So this is a security exercise between Indian Army and the state of Maharashtra. The military exercise of NATO named as Cold Response 2022 has commenced in which country? It has been commenced in Norway. Lamite 2022 is the joint military exercise between India and which other country? It is the exercise between India and the country Seychelles. SLENEX is a bilateral maritime exercise between India and which country? Acronym itself says Sri Lanka plus India. So answer is Sri Lanka. Which Indian armed force hosts the country's largest multilateral exercise called Milan? Answer is Indian Navy. Which is the venue of the multi-nation air exercise named as Cobra Warrior 22? The host for this exercise is UK. The Eastern Bridge 6 exercise is conducted at which Indian city? It was conducted at Jodhpur in the state of Rajasthan. Okay. Next question. Project Kuiper is a proposed project of which multinational technology company? So Project Kuiper is a flagship project of the ACE multinational technology company, Amazon, and it is Amazon's proposed Internet from Space initiative. So Amazon announced that it has booked new launches on 3 different rockets to get its satellite into the orbit, and these satellites will fly on the rockets currently being developed by the European launch provider Ariane Space, which is a kind of US based United Launch Alliance and Blue Origin. Fine. Now talking about some of the important companies that were in news. Which company has handed over the first set of Gaganyaan hardware to the Indian Space and the Research Organization? Answer is Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Wagner Group is a private military company of which country? Recently we have seen that Wagner Group is active in eastern Ukraine and it belongs to the country Russia. Which Indian company has partnered with Canada's largest payment organization called Payments Canada? This company is TCS. Famous cartoonist R.K. Lakshman made a cartoon named as Gattu for which important company? So Gattu has been created for Asian Paints. According to a research by global consulting company Deloitte, which Indian brand is placed 56th in the top 250 list? So globally, among the top 250 companies, Reliance Retail has been ranked at 56th from India. Which company has named Shubman Gill and Ruturaj Gaikwad as their brand ambassador? Answer is gaming application My11 Circle. Next question. Sarhul festival is predominantly celebrated in which Indian state? So this is the most popular tribal celebration across the state of Jharkhand region, and it denotes the beginning of the new year. So this vibrant festival is celebrated at the beginning of spring season every year, and this year it fell on 4th of April. Usually it is celebrated by the tribal communities of the local Sarna religion, especially by the Munda, Ho and Oraon tribes, right? Now talking about some of the important festival, Gangaur festival is predominantly celebrated in which Indian state? It is a festival of Rajasthan. Gudi Padwa is a traditional festival celebrated in which state of India? Answer is Maharashtra. Sajibu Nongma Panba is a traditional festival of which Indian state? It is a festival of Manipur. Here we are doing only those festivals that were in news, so they can be asked in your exams as a part of static GK. In which of the following state is Yugadi festival considered important? It is a festival of Karnataka. Jallikattu is associated with which Indian festival? It is related to Pongal, and Pongal is predominantly celebrated in the state of Tamil Nadu. Bumchu is a unique cultural festival celebrated in which Indian state? Bumchu is a festival of the state Sikkim. In which of the following states is the festival of Hareli celebrated? Answer is Chhattisgarh. Fine. Now let us start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, me Sana signing off.